So, Year 6 today, we're doing a little bit of DT this afternoon, and we're going to make a balloon car. Okay, so first of all, before we start making it, I want you to think about a prediction. What's going to happen when you blow up the balloon and let it go? So just have a think about that. Jot down what you think's going to happen, and then we'll move on. So, I'm going to show you how to make it. There's a PDF that I'm sure will be in the folder of where we can get things, and you can also watch the video. So I'm using a toilet roll to do this. So you need some cardboard, toilet roll, some straws, a balloon, elastic band. You might need some sellotape, you might need some plasticine or some blue tack. So, first things, we need to make a hole in our toilet roll. Now, I've got quite a sharp, pointy thingamajiggy, so something quite sharp to make a point. Then I used a pencil to just make the hole a bit bigger. And I needed to make sure that when I put my straw through, it's fairly level. So that's one side I've done. So I'm going to now do the other side, and I'm going to come in line, and I'm just going to mark it. Don't let it get too close to the edge, because I did that on another one and there wasn't much here and it's split. So that's in line. I'm going to poke through first a little bit, then with my pencil make it a little bit larger. Might make that one a little bit larger. And then on the other side, I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to make my mark about there, poke it through, and then with my pencil, make it a little bit larger. So they're going to be the holes to my axles. So I'm going to take my straw. Now, if you've got the bendy ones, you need to cut that little part off. And then you're going to poke the straw. I might have to bend that back a little bit, the inside, so it can get through. And then I'm going to poke my straw. Hopefully, let's try it the other way. Oh, maybe that's because that's not big enough yet. Poke my straw straight through. There's one. And there's the other. Okay, so I've got my axles. Oh, that wasn't very straight. Okay, then I need my wheels. So you need to draw around something circle and obviously cut them out. And then you need to make holes in the middle. Again, I'm going to use my pokey tool, and I've got a little mat. So you could do it over a piece of blue tack just to get the centre. Make the hole first, and then with your pencil to enable it to go onto your axle. Now we need to try and think about how do we stop the wheel moving up and down. Well, there are two ways. The first one is with a bit of sellotape that you can wrap round one side first. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Oops, need to do it right at the edge. Then I can put my wheel on. That stops it going any further. And then I can put another piece to help it around there. Let's put the second one on. Add another piece of sellotape just to stop it moving up and down the axles. So that's one way of keeping. The other way is just with a piece of plasticine or a little bit of blue tack. I'll just do one wheel with this one. So I put my wheel on first, but it doesn't really matter. In fact, I won't this time. Easier to work with. And just put that around, just so that stops it moving. You don't want it to stick to it though too much. And then I'll get another piece. When you're cutting out the circles, make sure that you are very careful with cutting out, because if your circles aren't very round, your wheels aren't going to be very good on the surface, because they won't move very well. So I'm just going to put that, I'm obviously doing it quite quickly, you will take your time. So they do need to be able to move freely. That's okay. That one's a little bit, I think I've got my sellotape stuck with that one. Oh no, there we are. So we need to make sure they move freely. So I will do that one later on. So it's a bit locked